Always seem to give up on your health goals for the new year? Does getting healthy feel overwhelming and defeating? Do you wish there was an easier way to reach your goals? End the overwhelm and say goodbye to that feeling of defeat with my refreshing approach to New Year's resolutions. Hey, busy mama, did you know I have free printables on my website to help you reach your health goals? If you are looking for tools to reduce inflammation, meal plan, and improve your health, check out the free section on my website to get your printables now. I will leave a link in the show notes. I hope you check it out. Hey, busy mama, are you overwhelmed trying to get healthy and eliminate chronic pain for good? Does being a busy mom leave you exhausted so you put your health goals on the back burner? Have you given up on every diet and exercise program, leading you right back to your unhealthy habits? Hi friend, I'm Ashley Cavolo, a busy working mom who struggled to manage debilitating chronic pain. I desperately wanted to feel better and be the best mom that I could be, but I didn't know how to start and had nowhere to turn. Until the day I decided the pain would no longer control my life. I discovered health and wellness can be simple, maintainable, and heal chronic pain. In this podcast, I will share tips and strategies to help you instill healthy habits, find more energy, and manage your chronic pain. Grab your notebook, that cup of matcha, and get ready to look at getting healthy in a whole new way. Do you set New Year's resolutions? I have in the past. I don't anymore, but I used to. One year, I planned 3 resolutions at once. That was to lose 30 pounds, have a minimalistic approach to my household, and to buy a new car. But can you guess what happened? The pandemic hit. So I was working from home, homeschooling a first grader, and entertaining a toddler. Where was I going to fit in losing weight? People were fighting over toilet paper, so I didn't have the option to be selective about what I did and didn't purchase for my household. And of course, vehicle costs skyrocketed at that time, so that new car was a long-lost dream. I didn't reach all 3 goals, but what I did realize was something important. Life is constantly evolving, whether we are going through a pandemic or not. It is human nature to adjust and move on. So your day today can look completely different than it did even a week ago, a month ago, or a year ago. To top it off, there is pressure to do more and to be there for everyone. So where are you supposed to fit your goals in? It can feel overwhelming and defeating. So rather than throwing a large, unrealistic resolution into the mix, what if you narrow your focus? I will break this down for you into 3 small steps so you can make and keep those New Year's resolutions. So what if we stop making big goals? Big goals are broad, overwhelming. They are made up of many layers, steps, and shifts. So for this reason, they can feel very overwhelming. You might find yourself giving up simply trying to even find that starting point. So what happens, you begin to feel like you start and you fail over and over and over again. So you will never have a fighting chance to succeed if you continue to do this to yourself in this way. So instead, make that large goal your vision for the future, and allow that to be your motivation. Your new resolution will be the actual steps to reach that vision for the future. So say you want to run a marathon. That is a simple statement, but if you look deeper, it requires many steps to achieve it, such as building stamina, improving running time, eating to support your activity level, and getting quality sleep. All of these things are required to achieve that big goal. So how do you approach this? So ask yourself this question. What would happen if you took the first small, manageable step towards reaching your vision rather than a giant, overwhelming leap? You will begin with confidence. The goal will feel achievable and sets you up for success. So take that big vision and determine what steps you need to take to make it happen. So break the vision down into steps. So let's go back to that example of running a marathon. And if you determine the steps to get there include building stamina, improving running time, eating to support your activity level, and getting quality sleep, go through those steps and choose the one that makes the most sense for you to begin now. What feels achievable? What can you fit into your schedule right now? And choose the one that feels like a good fit for you in this moment. And what you're going to do next is, it sounds simple, it can be hard, but if you take this approach and you take the first small step, this is going to set you off on the right path. So once you determine which small step works for you, you are going to simply implement it. Put it on your calendar, focus on it for a few weeks to a month. Once you feel comfortable with that step and feel like you really have it down, add in the next step and do the same for this next step and go through it for a few weeks to a month until you feel comfortable. And you'll eventually realize that these first two steps are now feeding into each other. And the same will happen with the third step as you add in those additional steps. Everything begins to feed into each other. So to recap, we are going to stop making big goals, determine the small steps to reach that vision, and take the first small step. So what I want you to do is just stop for a moment and compare this process that I just went through with you to the traditional resolution process. This step-by-step process, it really makes me feel less stressed. I don't feel anxious about it. I'm actually excited to think about jumping into this process, and I hope you feel the same way. I really encourage you to give this a try. This is what I chose to do. I knew the traditional resolution method just didn't work for me. It doesn't work for so many people. So I highly recommend that you give this a try. And this doesn't have to be for the new year. You can do this anytime in the year. If you come across something that you really want to try, something you want to achieve, implement this and just give it time. Give yourself space and time to really work through it, to tweak things as you go. And I really believe that if you do this, you will be well on your way to a healthier, happier new year. Hey friend, I hope this episode helped you in your health journey. If you are inspired or motivated, please leave a 5-star rating and written review in Apple Podcasts, or please share it with another mama who would be blessed by it. I'm off to make another matcha and whip up a healthy snack. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you next Thursday.